Welcome to November 3rd, 2018. I do have to warn you that the sky looks a little crazy today. Lots of crazy energy, but let's go right into it. Look at all that junk in there. Let's start with Sun square Mars, seeking to assert power, irritability, impatient. There's kind of like a weakening effect too, especially in Pisces. Got the emotions in there and stirring up trouble. Now the good news is this stuff right here is nowhere in the dream bot, and it really isn't in the numerology of 3. Is creative, imaginative. It's very yang, outward, expressive, social type of energy. And the social is probably going to be closer to the meme here. Now look at the other aspect. Venus has already been in kind of a opposition with Uranus. It's kind of past that now, but the moon's going to come into an exact opposition to Uranus, kicking up more change. And with Venus, it's with Venus at the same time. So we're looking at relationships. All the while, Moon's still in Libra, so that's about balance in relationships. So social is very strong here. Now, once the Moon passes the 30-degree point, somewhere midday, it's going to hold hands with Venus, and they're going to both go into Scorpio. And that's not really a strong suit for either one of these female energies. And so it is going to feel a lot more emotional. Emotions being connected between people. Let's go ahead and look at the Dreambot, because the Dreambot's really going to say a lot about what the energy is. There are a couple smaller memes, but there weren't enough to like do a bunch of arrows. So like female energy is queen and mother. That's definitely in here. And there's no other males. So it's a female energy. But yet the other energy in the red arrows is all about yang. So included, filled, shot, comes, gave, gives, excited, surprised, tells. It's very outward and almost very beneficial and positive. Where is that showing up in the astrology? We go back to the astrology, and we are looking at, again, this Libra energy here. Before, this is going to be the first part of the day. Is going to be probably the more beneficial side, although this is where the change is going to happen with the opposition to Uranus. And then the one other thing that I wanted to show in the Dreambot is this linguistic set, number 1. Cross big, so big cross that mother gave you. Did mom give you a big cross to bear? And as I look back, I think that's probably true for most of us. Unconsciously, or the emotional baggage, or maybe some sort of poor beliefs about yourself, or positive beliefs about yourself. These are, if you extend this linguistics up one notch, so pleasant cross. Did you have a big pleasant cross that mother gave you to bear? Just think about that. That's not the main influence or anything, but it does kind of tie in because it's a female energy today. It's outward expressive. There does appear to be some sort of a change. So now how do we deal with it? Well, stick with me. We're going to talk about that next. Whoops. And craziness in the sky. There's all sorts of, with the Mars square, the Sun, contentious energy. There's a Uranus just kicking everything up, and then the Moon and Venus going into Scorpio. That's not like where they're excited to go to. So there's a lot of unknowns here, lots and lots of unknowns, but we do need balance. And how do we best go about getting that balance? Well, we have to see that all this stuff here is happening not only in the tropical Libra, but more importantly in the sidereal Libra. So Libra is all about justice, fair play. It's about making sure everyone has a right to their stuff and to their right to be happy and seeking happiness and that kind of thing. But there are risks with Libra, and we need to make sure that you don't get too carried away with the Libra extremes, because we could get really self-indulgent. We could go like the justice thing kind of gets messed up a little bit. Like whatever's fair in my terms may not be really objective fairness and balance for everyone else. So you need to make sure of that. And but overall, if you get into more of a balanced state, look for fairness across the people that you are hanging out with today, and kind of defend other people's unfairness, if you will. I think that would be a great way to use this energy, because it fulfills the Mars square Sun aspect, because there's going to be that kind of irritation and people not playing fair. And so you can kind of look through that, look around you and see what's not being fair and what's not being balanced, and then you be that person to quietly, maybe not quietly, but calmly, respectfully bring that back into balance. You're the balance maker. That's the energy. That's the fix for today's craziness. Okay? All right. Hope that makes sense. We might have a special episode coming up this week, but I'll let you know, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that you get awareness of that special episode. But other than that, we'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget about Thursday.